All right, I'm trying to figure out best settings for this thing. The Insta360 Go Ultra, but we're gonna do an old-fashioned vlog. Forget about the camera talk for now. Okay, let's go. I think this might be my favorite accessory for the Insta360 Go Ultra. Check this out. It's a little wrist strap, and it's got this little like Peak Design anchor on it, pretty much. Right here. And you can just pop it out like that and just take it out. It's really cool. The Go itself also has a little loop for the lanyard, so you can kind of use it. Like if you just want to have a little wrist strap on here, and have it on the Go too. Here, let me show you actually. So let's say you're just going on like light mode. You can have a little wrist strap attached to the Go itself. Something that I really want to do with these cameras is do like really close focus shots. And actually Jesse Driftwood just made a video on this, basically talking about how action cameras have a fixed focus length. And due to their sensors getting larger and larger, that minimum focus distance keeps increasing further and further. So with an action camera, you'll notice like almost all the time, anything that's about this distance away from the camera is going to be just barely in focus, because that's the way that a fixed focus lens works. It's like it's set to infinity, so there's going to be a small part in front of the camera that is slightly out of focus, and everything in the background is going to be in focus. The only action camera that I've ever seen come up with a solution for this was the GoPro macro lens for the Hero 13. That was honestly the only reason I ever even considered buying a GoPro Hero 13, because with that it would focus pretty much 2 inches off the lens. You could actually get close focus on an action camera, and because that sensor is still relatively small, like you would get about to here in focus, so you'd even have a little bit of background blur with your action camera. So all this to say, Insta360 somehow has created a little macro lens that goes on the front, but they didn't really tell anyone, and it's available kind of under the Toddler Titan kit or whatever. I ordered one, it should be here next week, and I can't wait to put that to the test with maybe some like POV street photography with the Q3, that kind of thing. Maybe so you can get like images of the lens and stuff like that. But anyway, I gotta go get some groceries. I feel like the Go Ultra puts me in a weird place with the X5, and I'll talk about this kind of in future videos because I really love the versatility of the Go series. I've always loved it, and that's why I've had pretty much every one of them. The only issues that I've had was the image quality and just the kind of like friction of getting the footage off of the camera to the computer, and all those things have been solved with this. But as like a primary action camera vlogger and somebody who likes to create videos pretty much every day about random stuff like going to the grocery store, I don't like carrying things, and the less things that I have to carry, the better everything is. And if I can use a camera like this and just be able to get shots like this and do things on my day out, my normal day, that's really hard to beat. Like, I can monitor everything that you're seeing right now on this. I still don't think you can beat the X5 for family outings or vacations when you want to get all those angles but you don't have time to really frame and shoot. But I think you can do a similar thing with the Go series, because it's just going to be a little more limited. So instead of having it on 360 kind of out and about, your default shot is always just going to be this right here, like the chest POV. So you can always go back to the chest POV if you don't have time to film, because this is honestly a lot of times where I want to hold the camera to begin with. Like if I'm not using it, I'll just put it on my chest because it's easy to grab, it's kind of out of the way, and if I need to just quickly record something, I tap the button and we're good to go. So while this probably won't replace my X5, it does make a compelling case to kind of be on me at all times because of its size and versatility with the magnet especially. But the audio quality coming out of this thing is really good. I think the image is pretty good. Like, a lot of people ask me, like, what do you recommend if I just want to start doing daily vlogs? What do you recommend I use? And my answer always varies based on the person's skill level. And what I mean by that is, like, if you are a professional and you want your action camera to look as close as possible to your pro footage, then I think you have to go DJI. Like, you got to go D-Log M and 10-bit color, because you're going to be able to make the image look exactly like you want it to. However, if you're not going to use D-Log and you're not going to color grade your image, it becomes a little more about the user experience and what you're trying to really do. See, for me, I would probably recommend 3 cameras right now. And that would be the X5 if you want like the most versatility. You want 360 video, you want single lens mode, you want the replaceable lenses, so you can really use the camera the way it's intended to be used. Good app ecosystem and all that stuff. The X5 is an amazing camera. If you want action camera with the most flexible image, the DJI Action 5 is probably the best buy right now, because I think it's even discounted. Obviously, the looming Action 6 is coming soon, but I think the Action 5 it's just such an incredible image for what the small package and the dual screen, all that stuff. But now we have another issue, and I think that's the Go Ultra. With the addition now of being able to use wireless mics like the Mic Air on this in an upcoming firmware update, we haven't got that yet. The image quality, the action pod, the versatility of being able to separate the two and put this camera in smaller spaces. If you just want to bring out the little pod, the magnet, all this stuff that comes with this camera, it just makes vlogging daily and making content on the go, no pun intended, that much easier. And again, the image coming out of this camera is not going to be as good as D-Log, but it's really nice. And as far as the Insta360 cameras go, I think I'm going to go ahead and say I think this is the best image coming out of an Insta360 camera. Like, I have been super blown away with the Go Ultra, even though I haven't like finely tuned its images yet. Like, right now I'm kind of backlit, so we're getting this weird glow. I'm purposely holding it down here because I don't want this flare right above my head. If you're somebody like me who just wants to create YouTube videos and tell stories and make fun, entertaining videos, image quality is not the top thing for me. It's a prerequisite. Like, it has to be good. It has to be really good. But it doesn't have to be like movie level. It just has to be good enough to tell the story. And the camera that is able to help me tell better stories, and more importantly, easily capture the stories that I'm trying to tell, is a way more important thing for me. And I think that the Go Ultra, it makes things a lot easier with its versatility. It makes it easier to get diverse shots and things like that. And this is by no means me being an apologist for image. This is just a reality of where I'm at. If you look at where I started with my channel, I would never have been caught dead using an action camera to begin with, because I was all about getting the perfect image quality. Well, I was all about having cameras that could produce the perfect image quality. My videos weren't exactly the best that they could have been, but you get what I'm trying to say. I used to put a lot of emphasis on image and gear because, frankly, I wasn't good at telling stories. And the more I focused on the stories, the more I realized that I didn't care about the image quality as much. And I still really care about audio, because to me, audio is the most important thing. If you have really good audio, people will give you a pass. If you have really bad audio, it's just, doesn't matter what story you're telling if no one can hear it. So, all that being said, I think you just need to understand what your priorities are when you're getting into making content, and evaluate a camera based on what you need, not based on what somebody tells you that you need. So some people might need 10-bit, others might not. But one thing is for sure, if you're releasing a 360 camera in 2025, it better have replaceable lenses. Talk to you guys on the next video. Peace.